Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on our home team. On the KC sideline, a familiar face, Andy Reid. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 34-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They run the counter. Sampson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up? How do you keep them motivated? They've got to dial up something to give themselves some confidence.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Breece Hall. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Play action. It's Ward. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd down.
To throw, here's Ward. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Ward. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They bring their punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a hit and a loose football inside the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The try here for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs' offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Out of the gun, Ward. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Ward now working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. A quick throw there is incomplete. When you look at this defense, this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Ball again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one into the hands of Flowers. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Come on, set!
They'll start on the ground. Hall. Now inside the 25. Breece Hall. And touchdown! Breece Hall with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. KC's offense ready to take over. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Open man right side is Rice. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 44 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. Now Hall to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
2nd and 9.
Throwing now, Ward. He finds his man, complete. That's Craig. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Craig. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. keep it on the ground. It's Craig. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Cowboy 8.
Throwing is Ward. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their route, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Here we go.
On play action, Ward. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Open man is Waddle, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
A gain of 5.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Go. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. Mahomes now to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Flowers. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Chiefs.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Kansas City.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Sampson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They run the counter. Sampson. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They'll look to throw now on first down. That'll be caught by Rice. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late-season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down.
Come on.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Craig. And able to elude 1 tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 41-yard line.
19 tags. Ready.
Off play action, Ward. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and do this, and he's going to go down again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down, Sampson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for KC. And even 40 yards. They'll run on first down. Sampson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Sampson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ryland on for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Let's go now. Ready?
On first down, Craig. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on. Hey.
Second and 10.
Now Ward.
At the 37-yard line.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Mahomes going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second down and 3. Give to Hall running right. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Here we go. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And defensively, Cordell Flott got him down. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Yellow, yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Sampson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Going for it, here's Ward. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 28-24. A little over 40 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Right back to him on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Yellow.
Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Intended for Xavier
Look at
Worthy.
my team.
Incomplete. Result of the play.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the score.
film room.